Hi guys, Kimberly here with another episode of Piper's Adventures in the Cup of Nations. So again, we are back with Piper as the Seleucids, and his opponent is Cango of the Immortals of War clan with Spain. So in this battle, Spain has, I believe, 15.5k, whilst the Seleucids have 12.8k and maximum of 1 chariot, which Piper has here. So yeah, I guess we'll just get stuck into it. Militia cav here from Piper, another one on the other side. 5 cataphracts, 1 scythe chariot. Cango here with slingers, 4 of them, 6 of them, 1 bull warrior, that's interesting, 1 peasant, no 2 bull warriors, so 3 bull warriors total, peasant, 4 bull warriors, that's a lot of bull warriors. General's armored bodyguard, very interesting choice, and they're very highly upgraded as well here from Cango. They look like gold. 3 long shield cav, 3 launch cabs, so Cango is really looking to compete in the cav department in this fight, but I'm not sure it's enough against these cataphracts and the scythe chariot. Seleucids have no infantry again. We all know that infantry sucks in CWB, unless they're pikes, but the Seleucid pikes are a bit overpriced, so yeah. And obviously the Seleucid cav is a lot better, so makes sense to go with a very cav heavy build, although your cav is going to be quite a bit slower than Cango. So if I'm Cango, I'm really looking to use the maneuverability of my cav units to my advantage, so I'm going to be going for a lot of kind of small strikes on these archers potentially, and yeah, making it hard for these slow cataphracts to defend, and hopefully somehow get rid of this chariot as well. If you can draw it into your slinger's line of fire, that's always nice. These bull warriors though, not really sure what they're supposed to do. I guess they're a good counter to silver short pikes, which he might have expected Piper to bring, but unfortunately Piper didn't bring them this game. It is fairly reasonable to expect pikes to come out though from Piper. Even some phalanx pikes would probably have been, you know, expected from Cango's side, so maybe bring the bull warriors was a counter to that. But unfortunately Piper opted for a no infantry build, which is also perfectly acceptable. But this means that Cango's kind of bull warriors are countered now, because the bull warriors aren't going to be useful unless they're in close proximity to a cav fight, which is actually not very likely, because Cango has to make a choice between using his mobility kind of and getting into a big fat brawl somewhere with his cav. I think using the mobility of the light cav is going to be more beneficial to him. I guess these warriors can kind of protect Cango from being just rushed down by these heavy cataphracts and the scythe chariot, so that definitely helps. Good to note, no flaming arrow is going to be coming out from Cango, so that's probably why there's only the 1 chariot limit there. Going to be really tough for Spain to counter this chariot without flaming arrows. Yeah, so here's Cango trying to go in for a hit or 2 on some of these archers. A bit of the problem with these General's Armored Bodyguard is they're kind of small profile, like they can't catch many archers on the charge. Usually if it's kind of a fat, like a normal unit like this, it's got more length to it, it's got double the length. Surprise, surprise. So you can catch like double the number of archers on a run through or something. But because these units are so tiny, yes, they're more difficult to catch, but also they don't catch that many archers when they do manage to catch them. Yeah, Piper looks like he's protecting his archers fairly well, so Cango hasn't been able to kind of catch that many of them out yet. Archers also usually beat slingers in a skirmish, so Cango's probably gonna need actually to get a few hits in with these general bodyguard cav in order to win the missile, have the chance at winning the missile fight. But it looks like Piper's doing a bit of harassment of his own with these militia cav, which is good, because it means Congo's macro will have to be very, very on point, and his map awareness will have to be very good as well. Looks like Congo's actually moved all his cav to that side now, so this leaves it very open for Piper to come in with this cav unit, this militia cav unit here, take out maybe a slinger or two, and guarantee himself that win in the missiles fight. I think, okay, one of Congo's general's bodyguards died there. Well, not died, but got routed. It might come back actually. 7 isn't that far off 12 or whatever it usually starts with. Probably 12, so I think it's still about half a unit probably come back. There we go. So it did come back. But as I said before, general's bodyguards just don't have the kind of volume you want when you're trying to catch archers. Very small profile. He's also using this one general's bodyguard unit to ward off this unit of militia cav. This unit of militia cav might actually be able to 1v1 this general's unit and win. It's actually possible, I think. But we'll see. Running is fine as well. Not sure if it's actually pursuing it now. That's kind of funny. One of the militia cav gonna catch a group of slingers out here. Good for Congo. Congo is gonna catch a unit of archers too, though, so that evens it out. Unit of archers dies here as well, and I think these guys weren't on skirmish mode, so they're just gonna stand there and get hit by these cav units. This unit might come back with 23. This unit might come back with over 10. Oh, very nice catch here. But if I was Congo, I'd probably try to send units to try and capitalize on this, stop them from coming back, but he's got more to worry about now with these militia cav swooping in, gonna be pushing a lot of these slingers away. And Congo's actually routed all the archers, I think, so that's good news for him. But now he's got to preserve these bull warriors, not bull warriors, these slingers, and he's got to find the time to use them to their, basically get all their rocks out, because basically if you get all the rocks out of a missile unit, you've used all its value. So Congo really just wants the time to get all these rocks out now, and but Piper's not going to just hand it to him, I believe. He's done a great job of forcing Piper to use his cav now in a place where his infantry is. So this is going to be where the bull warriors could shine, or potentially just look very awkward. But here we go. They might catch some of these cataphracts here. No, maybe the peeler. No, okay, no, okay. Aha! Maybe this will stop them. Oh yes, the bull warrior's getting in there, getting in on the action. Might kill a few cataphracts, I guess. That was okay. Some of these archers have come back though, but they're probably going to get cleaned up by the light cav. Looks like these slingers are going to get, well, cut to pieces by these chariots. And bull warriors here engaging with these cataphracts, which is a great engagement for Congo, actually. Congo wants this kind of thing to happen. Very nice engagement, even though this bull warrior routed. Yeah, bull warriors aren't that great, but that was an engagement that was actually favorable for Congo. I think that was a good engagement for him. Killed quite a few cataphracts there. Cataphracts are going to come in here though from 3 sides, and Congo I think caught out here unawares, and Piper's just used his positioning to his advantage, gonna sweep up all of Congo's cav in one swoop, and that's actually GG. So bull warriors too far away to help there. Bull warriors routed here, so didn't actually do much against the cav. Bit unfortunate there for Congo, and it looks like it's Piper's win. Probably the light cav could have been used a bit better there by Congo, especially towards the end. Getting caught out like that is very, very devastating for Spain. I think it would have been tough. It was tough for Congo anyway with the units, because the cataphracts are just so vastly superior that they can't win one-on-one against the cataphracts. They can't, like, the long shields and stuff can't win one-on-one against the cataphracts, so Cango might have had to play an exhaustion game where he runs around the entire map for a long time and basically makes Piper's cataphracts very tired. But that might have been tough with these Scythe Chariots still around, if it's still around. It's probably possible though. Cango did get a favourable engagement with the Bull Warriors, but they didn't hold up as well as you'd have thought in that bit of melee over there. And I guess the Bull Warriors didn't work out this time, because they didn't really do that well, I think, in the fight overall. The decision to bring General's Bodyguard was also a bit questionable. I think Roundshields would have done better there, for catching archers and stuff. So yeah, maybe unit choice. But overall, good game to Piper. This is a build I think Piper is going to be comfortable with at this point in the tourney, because cutting the money away from the Seleucids really just means you take away their infantry component. But the Seleucids' main kind of deciding force is still their cav, and the fact that they have the regular archers, which are pretty decent. So yeah, it's an unfavorable matchup for Spain. The Denarii helps, I guess, Spain a little bit, but yeah, Piper really pushing the units' advantages there, which is really nice to see. And I'll see you guys next time.